You look uncomfortable.
I think it was on USA or something.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jules.
And
we doing Fantastic Four-mageries. I also watched Punisher.
What? Really? You watched
And the
whole thing?
documentary about this movie,
Oh.
which is complete ass.
We're covering 1994's The Fantastic Four, an unreleased film. Is it still unreleased?
Yeah, it's a very wild story.
I don't like The Fantastic Four. I used to read comic books a lot. I was super into them as a little kid. Once I started smoking weed, slowly stopped reading comic
You're
books.
using the pages to roll up your dubs.
I actually sold almost all of my comic collection to smoke weed for like a whole summer
Yeah.
when I didn't have a job.
Yeah.
So, but I was never interested in them at all. I think they're wicked boring, and that's going off of like the 90s, 80s versions. I just never read them. They looked terrible and boring as f***. Now, this movie, I had heard about it. I think there was a thing in Wizard about it. It became a holy grail to me. And then once I started downloading movies, downloaded it, maybe even burned it to a DVD, never watched it.
Some movies just have a
Still looking pretty cool.
wow, it's rubber. Yeah. By the way, that sort of status, like the Garbage Pail Kid movie.
I saw it in the theater.
Not all of us got to do that, Jason.
I remember nothing of it other than it wasn't at all what I wanted.
But yeah, no, the Fantastic Four, I don't know. They're always like a little dull. The powers are not necessarily anything all that fantastic.
They're just like a boring family.
It's like a hodgepodge of, I just am a fire guy and I fly.
Yeah.
But I can also go supernova, but I rarely do. This picture,
Yeah.
it's a little bit of an odd picture,
Yeah.
Jason. There was an interview with Kevin Smith and Stan Lee where Stan said to him, unbeknownst to the cast and crew, this movie was actually never intended to be released.
Yeah.
It was made only because the studio that owned the rights to the Fantastic Four as a film property would lose those rights if they didn't start production on a certain date.
There's currently something going with that with Warren Beatty and Dick Tracy.
Yes.
Okay. You know about that? He creates a piece of shit every so often that airs on like Bravo at like 3 a.m. one time.
Producer Bernd Eichinger and Roger Corman said that was never the case. The intention was to make this movie under the assumption that, like every other movie you're trying to make, it's going to be released.
Yeah.
But Marvel Studio founder Avi Arad bought the masters, basically the rights to this film, because he thought the low quality of it would cheapen the brand.
Do you have a super long piece of skin sticking out of that finger right there? Or is that...
Oh, I do.
Yeah, get it. Get it.
I think also the actor who played Ben, or maybe it was the actor who played Reed, one of them put up like $12,000 of their own money to like promote this movie.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
They had gotten a majority of the budget went to The Thing. And it was the same sort of animatronic shit as like the Ninja Turtles.
The ripple of the lip when he's talking and stuff, they really do that. I think The Thing actually looks pretty good. I'm
Yeah.
into him.
And then the Johnny Storm shit at the very end. I thought that actually kind of looked interesting.
It's not even CGI. Like, what is it? I don't really know what they're doing, but it works.
They
for
didn't
it.
finish the effects.
Yeah.
It just was like, this is what it's gonna be. The movie basically went unfinished. That's why they didn't bother to dub any of the lines for The Thing or Doctor Doom.
Dude, the Doom situation throughout the whole movie, I was just like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
That you can hear him talking through the mask and it is muddy the whole time.
He says some of the lines here and there, there wasn't even a script. He was just, because he figured at the end of the thing, we would go in and record the dialogue and have it figured out at that point. And he based his performance on Benito Mussolini.
Okay.
Just
this movie's so fascinating. It's such a wild ride.
So because of all those extra things, I think that's how they managed to get VHS copies of the completed film, because the crew and the cast were sort of actively sort of hovering around trying to get this thing made. It was almost like Masters of the Universe, where they ran out of the budget and then time, and they had to just throw a thing together at the very end.
Here it is, except for this didn't come out. Now, two things. When they were paying the money to do publicity for this, they got cease and desist letters that shut them down, which is like embarrassing and horrible.
Yeah.
And number two, it was supposed to be at the Mall of America, the premiere. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
That it was going to be a world premiere at the Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota.
That doesn't surprise me.
1994, 93, 94
Yeah.
probably.
The first episode of WCW Nitro took place live at the Mall of America.
Mall of America was real hot.
Two more things.
Yeah.
Composers David Wurst and Eric Wurst,
The Worst Brothers?
oddly enough, not related.
No.
I don't know. They
that's
probably were. They themselves hired a 40-piece orchestra at their own expense to do the music for this movie.
This is sad. Like, they really bamboozled the
They really
out of these
were
people.
rallying around this thing. Last tidbit here. Apparently, Patrick Warburton auditioned for the role of Ben Grimm.
Oh, that would have been good.
Would have been interesting.
Looking at this versus Captain America, it's crazy how much better Captain America looks off of a $3 million budget. And this looks off of a $1 million budget.
Boy, Captain America's suit is just rubber.
Are you going to touch on Captain America and Punisher throughout this at all?
I hadn't planned on
Could
it.
you do that for me?
Sure.
Okay.
But before any of that occurs, Jason,
I got my phone this
I'm going to need you to hit me with that synopsis. What the fuck is that video?
The Fantastic Four. After an experiment kills his college friend Victor Von Doom, Joseph Culp, Dr. Reed Richards, Alex Hyde White assembles a group of scientists to harvest the energy that killed his friend, including lunkhead Ben Grimm, Michael Bailey Smith, some kid Johnny Storm, Jay Underwood, and that kid's sister Susan Storm, Rebecca Staub. After the group ends up inadvertently becoming super beings, they band together to defeat Victor, who it turns out isn't dead after all and is planning to destroy New York. If 2 is a pair and 3 is a crowd, that must make the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
That's good.
So they're in school. They're in college. Your boy's doing his Punky Brewster speech. Reed Richards keeps correcting. Doesn't keep. He one time corrects him. Ben's next to him. He's a lunkhead.
But the whole thing is Ben's actually really smart.
Yeah.
He just is a lunkhead.
Yeah. He fights.
Yeah.
You know.
He's all about using his muscle.
Reed keeps passing a note back and forth with some sort of schematic for science. And he's like scribbling out formulae. And the guy's like, that ain't going to work.
Victor Von Doom is such a dork. He's like, you can't keep changing the quadrants of the square.
Vectors. Yeah. And he goes, you can if it's in real time or whatever. And it's unclear what the fuck they're doing, but they're somehow going to harvest this thing, whatever it is,
Colossus!
to create energy, I guess. And they got this device that, I mean, Jesus Christ, this must have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to
On
make.
the college campus? Yeah.
Like, are they funding this? Is the school funding it? Seems like they're just doing this in their garage.
Yeah, there's no
like
way
their
this-
fucking primer or some
This
shit.
doesn't exist. Yeah. Primer with their 2 boxes.
Yeah. This is like, holy crap. This
I gotta
reminds
read
me of the space-time travel device from Travelers with McCormick. And, of course, the experiment goes haywire for some reason. An electrical bolt zaps Victor Von Doom.
And just keep zapping him.
Ben is like somewhere,
He's far.
and he's like, I got to run there.
He's like a Boys in the Hood trying to run.
I don't remember
from
why
the-
he
the
thinks
people.
something, but he runs, yeah.
Is that Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society with the running and then they
Probably
kill him?
both. It's
Ricky?
definitely New Jack City.
No.
And he gets there and he tackles Victor Von, and he gets a little hurt, but Victor Von Doom is apparently burned to death.
I will say Reed Richards, I find like really charming. I think this
Yeah.
actor is really likable.
Now, so they're at the hospital, and, Reed's beside himself.
Oh yeah, he's full on weeping when he finds out Victor Von Doom's dead.
Well, because this really weird doctor comes up. I'm sorry, your friend's wounds, he succumbed to them. And he sort of like steps to the side and reveals there's a guy pushing a gurney down the hall with like a sheet draped over the corpse, which I guess is him. Like, I'm sorry, your friend's dead. See? And he's just like, no!
But like, what even would this guy be? It makes no sense. Like, he's just like, I like to take mostly dead people and rebuild them.
So, yeah, they're now decide we need to put this metal costume on you. That's the only way to keep you alive.
Yeah, I mean, what is with that Doctor Doom costume? It just
don't
it
know.
looks cool because at least Iron Man, it makes sense, right? Like that's his heart.
Yeah.
It keeps him alive. What does this costume do? I don't think anything.
No, because it
It's
just
just
sort of
stupid.
seems like you're burned.
And metal hurts.
So why the fuck would you want to wear what's got to be a very heavy suit of armor?
My burns are hot all the time. I need cold metal.
10 years go by.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, hey, you know that thing that killed my friend? I built this rocket ship that I want you to pilot, Ben Grimm, because you're a ace pilot, to fly up there. And I got what surely has to be the world's largest diamond cluster that I'm going to use to harvest this power.
They're on a laser mission?
They are. The only two people otherwise suited for this. I mean, we're scientists.
Yeah.
So we need the best of the best.
I need a hothead and a shy girl.
I need that chick that I know and her brother. It's kind of impressive how close to the source material
They put an effort into it.
Captain America and to some extent the Punisher adhere to. It's incredible.
Good for them, because like later on, people are just like, "Fuck it, let's just trick them."
I
We'll
wonder-
have the name, and it'll be some bullshit.
Yeah, what was interesting, you didn't probably get to the end fight in Captain America. There are so many rapid cuts. A lot of these shots only last 1 second, if that. When he's shooting a machine gun and he's blocking with the shield, it's just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And at first you're thinking, wow, there's a lot of cutting. But you realize that there's a rhythm to it that kind of works.
Okay.
It's very odd.
I mean, I noticed a lot of like quick cutting in this too, where like the Thing will be fighting some people and like, "Hurrah!" and you'll see the guys get flying that way.
Yeah. It's also impressive that they were fighting Doom clones.
The budgetary restraints shine through so amazingly. Like the Doom clones are hilarious. Like
Yeah.
they have white paint on their face, silver paint on their face.
Yeah, because they're like not real. They fly up to space, but before they do that, for some reason, the jeweler, who's sort of like the Penguin,
But
he's
he
got like
looks
a
like-
circus underground of freaks, and
Robert Englund in makeup.
Vegeta when he had that eye thing on.
Vegeta?
Yeah, from Dragon Ball Z. He had that eye thing.
No,
Because this guy's got that eye thing
I
on.
don't know about.
They don't ever show you what it
He's
does.
got a jeweler. It's a jeweler's loop, so you can examine.
okay.
The,
I thought he was getting
the
like
purity
Terminator.
of the diamonds.
Oh, God. So Ben bumps into a blind woman and she breaks her statue. And he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. And he picks up the pieces and she touches his face. She goes, oh.
I don't think I think I maybe zoned out during this
And
part
then
because
she
I
runs
was
away.
wondering what the connection was to this whole movie.
So then she goes home and makes a clay face of him.
that's why she's doing that face all the time.
The clay, yeah.
When the jeweler is looking in through that window.
Because he saw her emerge from the building. Because I guess he's been watching Reed because he's got that big diamond or whatever. And he's the jeweler, so he's got to steal it. And he sees her and he goes, oh my God. And that's when he goes, I'm going to go peep on her. Finish my plan.
I mean, she is extremely good looking.
So he decides to kidnap her in a very zany way.
Oh my god, this movie is such a comic book. It's really impressive, the like cartoony tone. It's a lot like the Batman TV series with Adam West, right?
Yeah.
It's zany.
Because in a lot of ways, I think the Thing, the way he looked, and then the nature of the film was clearly marketed towards youth.
Yeah.
And I think kids would have fucking loved this movie, which is interesting. Okay, so they're in their ship. They're doing their thing. After, God, I keep going back because the fucking jeweler has to steal the jewel to give to the woman who's going to be his queen, but he has to kidnap her too because he knows how he looks. And now they're in space and they got a fake diamond. But Doom was watching the whole time and he was going to blow up the ship, but he goes, oh, that guy took the diamond.
The jeweler swapped out the beautiful diamond with the glass replica.
We don't
It
have to
looks
do
exactly
anything.
the fucking same.
And the grid pattern of lasers that he had to walk through.
Oh my god, that's fucking wild because the jeweler is clearly like a 60-year-old man,
Yeah,
right?
he's like 3 feet tall.
I don't know if he really is that
Probably
small,
like
but he's
4.5
got that
feet
vibe.
tall. Yeah.
But he is straight fast hopping through each of the laser nets. It's amazing. It's like, wow.
I mean, it doesn't hurt that it isn't a moving laser and that it's a pretty wide grid.
But that hop is quite crazy. I can't. I couldn't jump like that, and he's
You wouldn't
way
have
older
to.
than me.
You're a normal sized man, so you could just walk.
That's true.
Or you could do like a Catherine Zeta-Jones and slide under.
What do you think she just dropped?
That sounded like the dog. So, of course, now this thing flies by again, not the thing, this thing. Atmospheric cloud of space mysticism, whatever it is.
Lauren Hill joke.
No, I
Can
know.
you ask that dog why he peed over there?
They, in fact, try to zap the space juice, and it does, in fact, go bad.
Too bad we don't know the name of it.
Colossus!
And I think it explodes, the ship, but it mustn't because...
No. It does.
Does it?
That's the thing that is incredibly stupid and insane, because Doctor Doom, there's nothing to indicate he has cameras pointing up into space to watch them.
Apparently he's
he
got
just
cameras in the ship, yeah.
senses them exploding, because you see the ship explode,
Yeah,
and then they
I
cut
thought
to
so.
the pieces on the ground. Reed Richards is like, hey, did you guys see all the pieces of the spaceship?
How come, yeah.
But we are fine. Is anybody else confused by this? I
Hey,
like
where's
that. Oh, I
Sue?
like him.
I'm right here. Right where?
This is the lowest budget, most amazing shit I've ever seen.
Let
in
me
my life.
ask you.
Yeah.
Did you think that they crash landed on a different planet?
No.
Oh. I assume that they had either landed on a different planet or were in a different dimension, possibly the negative zone.
I think they're in Latvia. Are you a Marvel boy?
No, I've never really read them, but I know quite a bit. That's kind of what I do.
I'm a Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but I was like a bit, and now I'm a Wolverine. Snicked.
Now, they are learning that Johnny Storm can say something and a bush starts on fire. Sue's
No,
half-bodied.
he sneezes.
Oh, he sneezes. That's right.
He doesn't find a flame on till later.
She almost falls and impales on a piece of metal, and he goes. Ring. I thought they did as impressive a job as you could,
Yeah.
without any real effort
TV
to make
movie,
that thing seem as if it's happening.
TV movie shit.
You never see it long enough
No.
to say, "Wait a second, I don't think that's real." It just sort of like happens.
No, wait, except for at the very end when the arm is above
God, yeah.
the limo.
Yes. That was a mistake of epic proportions.
But yeah, the cuts are quick where you're like, wait, what did I even just see? I saw that arm
I saw it
coming
look
out.
like it was moving,
It's
and the
longer
camera's
than it-
being
Is it longer than it should be?
yeah, and only the arms really. He doesn't
Yeah.
really do anything else like create a body sail.
He
or
does like a
anything.
thing with his foot, but I don't even know if they made it look rubbery and long.
Yeah, but Ben just seems to be like Ben. The army shows up.
They snuggle up. There's burning fires around them.
Johnny's keeping the fire going.
They're in their silver
Space
heat
suits,
suits.
yeah.
Yeah, they must keep them warm, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because space is cold.
Fucking A right.
And then the army shows up.
And it's just Johnny, Sue, and Reed.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, "All right, we're going to get you out of here." Holy cow!
There's a fucking monster. No,
Hey, what's going on over here, guys?
that's Ben.
I'm a different actor now.
Somebody that's willing to wear the suit.
Why the fuck? They must not have had any inclination that this guy would be that big. And then they just made the suit, and they're like, "Oh, he's not going to fit in the suit."
Yeah, there has to be a reason, right?
Yeah. And so it just seems odd that, I guess, becoming rock form compacts him, so he shrinks a little bit. Mass. What's going on over here? And you're like, "Holy shit, that looks really fucking good." And he goes, "Oh my God, it's my friend Ben. Don't shoot him." Huh? What?
I guess it was dark because I was thinking about this. Like, if you're the Thing and you're walking along, I think you would see your chest and be like, "Hey, my chest is rocks now, orange rocks.
Your legs, if you're laying down, waking up.
I now have 4 fingers.
And like,
Hey, I used to have 5 fingers. Now I got 4."
so they go to like a black site, and
Plastic.
as if,
that was gold.
and they're kind of being held against their will. The doctor is like cartoonishly probing at them. "Hey, what do you do?"
He starts. He goes through. He gets more increasingly frightened of them each time
'Cause
as
he
they
sticks
reveal their
himself.
powers.
Because Sue scares the shit out of him. And they're like, "Hey, wait a second. I think we're being held prisoner here." Because it turns out that Dr. Doom's watching them, so this is his facility.
Yeah, because he ordered his 2 henchmen who initially kidnapped him 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That now they have to go find them before they get loose.
Because they want to take the power from within them and put it into one man,
They need the Gormagon from
Well,
inside them.
assuming it's Doctor Doom, right? He's not going to create a guy.
Yeah, no, he wants all the power.
Yeah. And we're only seeing him in shadows for the first half hour of his existence. And then they kind of reveal him, and you're like, oh. Yeah, all right.
You know, when I saw him, I kept thinking, like, I don't know if you should have gone with the Michaels fabric for the green for his cloak.
When he does a close-up, you can just see, like, the hair and lint that is attached to it.
Okay. It looks
Crushed.
like felt.
The world thinks that they're dead, though.
Yeah.
And somehow that blind lady was...
Sent busts of
Yeah,
their
she
heads.
didn't make them because she
No.
was surprised to touch it and realize that it's Ben.
Grim's dead?
Oh, my God.
My love?
And that's when this cavalcade of idiots break into her apartment and whimsically just be like, speak,
No.
maybe. Because they're
Okay.
just like,
This is the whole thing. It's absolutely a Batman TV show supervillain nonsense, like the Riddler, Joker, all that nonsense. They are so creepy. It's so scary.
yeah.
She's blind and they're rappelling off of rags down from
Yeah.
the fucking
It's like, what is this,
awnings.
Project Zombo?
Are you talking about Project Zomboid?
Yeah, you can make ropes out of rags and dangle them out of windows for quick escapes.
I mean, this is just another it's incredibly stupid and I hate it, but at the same time, it's perfectly comic booky and I'm like, oh, this is kind of perfect.
It's incredibly interesting that they decided to have a secondary villain subplot.
Because they could have just gone with the jeweler and it would have sucked assholes. And you would have been like, why
yeah.
didn't you have Dr. Doom? I love that
They
there's
could have
two
just
of
went with
them.
Dr. Doom.
I-
But the fact that they made this work.
The jeweler's kind of threatening.
So they break free. They're running around trying to figure out whatever the fuck's going on. Sue makes them their costumes for some reason. But they don't know where Ben is. And now Ben is with the circus freaks. He doesn't know the lady, though. Does he recognize her? Maybe he sees she's in trouble. I don't remember. Eventually, she discovers that he is him and alive. A fight ensues. Now, Dr. Doom is sort of involved because they didn't die.
Dr. Doom wants that jewel, but the jeweler won't give it to him because he wants to give it to his captive
Oh,
bride
right. His queen.
who's living a fucking hellscape.
Everybody eventually starts fighting.
Dr. Doom chases everybody off, and then he's got a gun to... What's her name?
Jennifer?
I don't think that's her name.
I don't either.
The beautiful sight impaired woman.
Yeah.
You like that?
I do.
Yeah, turn
Yeah.
it around.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, but then how do they end up then flying to his castle? I don't even remember.
Ben flees because when she says, I love you, Ben Grimm, he turns back into a human.
Oh, that's
And he's
right.
like, oh, fuck.
I'm naked.
And then he gets outside of the building and stops running, and they want to kill him. So I don't know
Yeah.
why he stopped running. But then he like, things out again. Doesn't Hulk out, things out.
Things out. Yeah.
And then instead of going back in there and killing them all, he goes to hang out with the Fantastic Four. So then, yeah, they somehow go to Latvia.
Yeah. In their new, not exploded ship plane.
Ah, man. Fucking, at some point, the henchmen go to confront the jeweler, and he's like, no, fuck you guys. And they're like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
we'll leave. And then Doom's like, I'll take care of it myself. I'll be there in a day and a half.
Yeah.
But then somehow they go to Latvia, and he's there. I thought he was
picturing,
gone.
Like when they're, what would you call that? Delivering Dracula. Like he's in like a stagecoach just riding the Latvian countryside on his way to New York or whatever the fuck. But then they're at his place and there's clones and they're fighting. It's clobbering time.
Oh my God. Does he say it 2 or 3 times?
Probably because
And
he really
he's-
wanted to sell that shit.
Oh, the first time you're like, oh, cool. Yeah, clobber him. But then, like, you know,
It's like CM Punk.
he clobbers them kind of shitty.
He does.
They can't, like,
They should
show
be punching
connection.
through dudes.
Yeah, they should be exploding upon impact.
Which is interesting because in the Punisher, throughout the movie, it'll all of a sudden cut from like the movie to a lower quality scene, much like in the
Were you watching
Kung Fu?
extended cut?
it must have been because it seemed like some of it was when there was excessive amounts of violence. When they're shooting dudes, it would cut to like a really terrible shot, with just blood flying out and shit. So I'm like, this must have been cut, edited out, and then later reinserted.
Do you like The Punisher? Is
In
it kind of
general?
good? No, the movie.
Honestly, yeah. I thought, you know what? Why didn't I like this as a kid?
No, you know why? I will tell you why.
It's kind of boring.
Because he doesn't have the skull shirt.
There you go.
That's it. I think that was the entire reason that I had beef with it. Because he's just like fighting faceless ninjas, and then he's just like a guy that fights people.
Yeah.
I need the shirt.
So then this is what I wanted to touch on. There's a scene where eventually the Fantastic Four are doing stuff and they're winning, and Doom decides to run away, and Reed goes after him, and he goes, "You can't run away." And Dr. Doom turns around, and God, I thought I captured it. I don't have the thing. It's at the very end when he's chasing him, and the door slams behind Reed, so you can find the clip. Goosh, and he goes, "Where are you going?" And Doom turns around. And the way he says his lines, I was like, Samson? Yes! Cuban B! Yeah, I was like, holy shit. Then they sort of fight. And
He knocks him off the ledge.
he does. The same thing happens to Red Skull in Captain America.
Okay, but does it look as stupid when he eventually falls? Because that was like the most bizarre green screen plummet I've ever seen in my life. Like, okay, we've got an image of him. Pull him down, but maybe kind of crumple him slightly.
Yeah.
What?
No, it was in Captain America. It's a dummy that they just throw off the side of the
With the
castle.
red head? Does he have a red head at the end?
No, because
He's got the plastic surgery. He looks like that Sicilian
with
gangster.
a cracked face. Yes, I am Red Skull. Whatever. So
It's canon.
this movie is over, right? Are we there? It's done. Fight and they kill
The
Doom,
laser
and
sets
they get
off,
married.
and Johnny Storm has to. We have not talked about
Fly,
Johnny Storm at all.
he's-
He shoots that laser backwards with his firepower.
Well, it's interesting because he goes, "I got this, flame on," and he becomes full fire for
He's
the first
never
time.
done that before. He's always been like hands.
And when he takes off, there's just like this rippling, fiery lava effect that looks really cool.
I liked it.
And he flies up, and he hits the laser, and it falls back to Earth.
God, we did not talk
like-
about Jay Underwood at all in this entire thing.
I mean, it's not really.
Can I say, when they first introduced him as an adult, I'm like, oh, actually, Jay Underwood looks much cooler than the screenshots I've seen of this, the stills. Because as soon as they put those Fantastic Four costumes on, they all look like dildos. They look fucking terrible.
Well, because
and
Ben
also,
just got shorts on.
why did they even have Fantastic Four costumes? They have not been fighting monsters for a decade, and they're like, we need to like get this team together.
Yeah, I don't-
They're in the process of trying to deal with the Doctor Doom situation. Why would you create costumes?
And honestly, it feels more or less like they're in the process of trying to just figure out what the hell's going on and maybe if they can reverse it.
Right, you would
They're
not.
not jumping to the next phase of we're now a cohesive crime fighting unit.
It's been a year and a half. We're monsters. Let's go ahead and
and
get
where
these
the hell
costumes.
does she have fabric and a sewing machine
It makes no sense.
and design capabilities of just coming up with this? We need a white dicky turtleneck look, I think.
I think Jay Underwood's kind of a psycho in this. Like, he's got crazy eyes and like, "Wah!" He like freaks out a lot.
He's a little
It's
chronicle.
weird. He's a little cocanical.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not the. He is
He's
still
bald
the,
now.
the man who could fly. Yeah, he's been bald for a long time.
Yeah.
That's they get married at the end. It's so stupid.
Yeah, that's
why
really
are they
stupid.
wearing their costumes? They're wearing their costumes because in the comic they're wearing
wear
their costumes
costumes.
when they get married.
Yeah.
But in the movie, it's like, why would you do that? You guys aren't actively fighting other crimes. It was Dr. Doom and now nothing.
Well, because I'm pretty sure comic guys wrote the script.
Okay.
I think they just got those guys to adapt the script.
Hey, Jules.
Yes, sir.
Just married.
Is that like a symbol of his erection?
It's all wonky. It doesn't work right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, shit, man. That's it. And it was fine.
It's really quite zany
It is.
and entertaining.
Yeah.
It's not a good movie, but it's not bad.
I think the zaniness really helps kind of mask the effects.
Yeah.
If the movie was taking itself a little bit more seriously, and then they did that arm stretch shit.
You'd be like, fuck this.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, yeah, they're committing to the comics really helps it. It's so as somebody who's seen The Punisher and Captain America, this is better than Captain America?
Yes. Captain America does get a little dull. And J.D. Salinger is dull.
How about better than Punisher, Dolph Lundgren?
No, I think of those three movies, The Punisher might be my favorite, just because it's also like an 80s action movie
Yeah.
at the core.
This movie was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the next two are going to be fun. And I think that the Trank one is going to be a fucking nightmare.
We'll see.
Okay, I've been Jason.
And I've been Jules.
And we've been pandering. Have a good night.
Yeah.